I appreciate your passion. I just wish.
Don't appreciate my passion.
I just wish
that
this
is the reality of
you
many Ghanaians.
To speak the truth.
You should be telling us how you are going to procure buses that will help people get to work. The productivity you speak about. If you don't get car, how are you going to work? If people go to Fiscal right now, they are doing type at 10, barrier 10. Who need 10 now? Better Fiscal.
So the finance minister just presented the mid-year budget review in Parliament, and he touched on a number of issues. And I also want us to look at it. So, for instance, on the economy, he says that our GDP growth has improved, inflation has improved, the Cedi is also doing well, and jobs are being created. But the question here is, are these things noticeable in our daily life?
So, first and foremost, I think the mid-year budget review there, for me, it doesn't do anything for the ordinary Ghanaian. Because what they want to do, they've actually mentioned it last year in last year's budget. Or last year when they read this year's budget. So the mid-year one day, I think it's just formality. Sincerely, do Ghanaians even care?
Oh, well,
how many people on the street today know there was mid-year budget review?
I mean, they don't know. So if we are bringing it down to the ordinary Ghanaian, now the ordinary Ghanaian living in Ghana, the finance minister is telling us that the country in which you live right now is $100 billion economy, and that in Africa it is the 8th largest, economy.
Charlie.
Would these things not bring jobs and put us in a good standing, even on the international market and all of that?
But you were sitting here last week talking about unemployment. Unemployment is at an all-time high. He should be telling us by this time how they are implementing the Jumara, the apprenticeship program, 24-hour economy. From the campaign time, we knew 24-hour economy to be giving incentives to companies to be able to expand and produce more.
Okay.
Only for them to come to power, and they are telling us that 24-hour economy means building markets. These are the real issues. Whether you are doing well, exchange rates is stabilized. Yes, then what? After that, what is the next step? That is what we want to see. Sometimes when we praise you and it's getting into your head, this is what we start to see. Where you are just praising yourself, going on and on and on and about stabilization of the microeconomy, and what happened after that, and what will happen after that.
Kingsley, you would agree that even before you can run, you first have to crawl.
You've crawled.
Calm down. Okay. This is a finance minister who inherited a country that was at a junk status. That would not even be in the international capital market. No one was willing to borrow to this country. And now today, in presenting his budget, now even the international market are begging us to come and borrow. But you see, they are saying that these gains they have made when it comes to macroeconomic stability is because of how disciplined they are in terms of fiscal, indicators. And he is saying that even though we have the chance to borrow on this market, we are still staying disciplined and trusting our own revenue mobilization. So he introduced things like the digital VAT system so that they can amass more collection. So I am saying this to say that you need that stability to then propel you into production and jobs. Because at the end of the day, of course, the economy is the pocket.
That's what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. I'm not in any way saying he hasn't done all that you are saying.
Okay.
But I'm saying that governance is in phases.
Okay.
Do you know, as we sit here, the government of John Dramani Mahama, his last term and legacy term, actively, he has just 1 year, 5 months left.
Okay.
Do you know that? Because the moment we enter into that election year, forget about any promise. It won't happen. If they happen, they are fixing temporary issues that after the election will come back to. But actively, he has 1 year, 5 months left to do anything meaningful for Ghana. like I'm saying, you said you promised 133. What has happened to that? Why is the 24-hour economy no longer the topical thing we are hearing?
We've had the 24-hour economy authority. We've had,
and they are cutting short for markets.
But you see, if you put it simply as markets, that is very unfair.
We are not in any way demeaning markets and all that. But you and I know, for any country to progress, you must be producing your own stuff. The market you are building, Crown, you are going to bring tomatoes from Burkina Faso, my brother.
No,
how about equipping the farmers, making sure that manufacturing is producing so that we can grow the economy organically?
Kingsley, you do agree that infrastructure also leads to industrialization, no?
Oh, yes, I
exactly.
do. Yeah.
And if you say it's blank statement that market, it is unfair.
Is that what they promised us?
No, because you know...
Was 24-hour economy ever centered around building markets across districts?
That is why I'm saying that if you just say that it's 24-hour economy is market, you are being unfair. Because you and I know that this market contains police station, contains fire station, contains hospital, and this is meant to be built in 261 districts. And do you know what that means? Imagine. It means that even if not anything at all, every district will have a hospital. Every district will have
agenda 111 and the things that were started should rot.
Oh, come on.
They should rot.
No. The government that came, there were other project, but they still went ahead with agenda.
Are they in power? So we should remove the current
that
president.
The fact that there is agenda 111 doesn't stop other projects.
But how can we develop with this? There are things there that you can finish. Some are 80% stage of completion, 90%. Instead of us to concentrate and finish so that people can get work to do today, you are cutting short for a project that will be done in 4 or 5 years. So that youth sitting home should sit down until the market is built before you get a job to do.
This is a government. This is a government who inherited from a government that took us to a debt restructure and all of that.
I always tell you that if they did the right thing, they would have been in power by now.
The point I am making is that it's a process. This is not done in just a day.
Bro, we have nurses at home who need jobs to do.
And these 24-hour market contains hospitals.
Let me tell you something.
That can employ these nurses.
This 24-hour hospital will be built in the next 5-6 years. So that nurse who is at home right now should wait until the 24-hour economy markets be built before. When you can finish an agenda 111 hospital for people to be employed. There are still places in Ghana without
agenda 111. Some of the agenda 111 hospitals are not being continued. Is that what you are saying?
That's what I'm saying. That this mid-year budget should have reassured us that we are finishing this thing by end of this year, so that at least the backlog of nurses, backlog of other people in the health sector will be employed while we cancel to do 24-hour economy markets. Right now, stabilization of the cedi and this thing is becoming... It doesn't have to be political in any way, but we are where we are because that's how low we've sunk. But why are we concentrating on stability and making it look like it's an achievement?
Because you need stability to progress.
And I'm saying the stability has come. Right now, my question is, what's next? Because what he came to read is just coming to self-praise himself and his government. That we've stabilized the cedi, we've done this, GDP is this, We know all that, but we still have people who are unemployed. What are you doing to create jobs for people to get jobs?
This man is telling you, the finance minister is telling you that now interest rate, banks are lending at a very low.
The last time I went to a bank, it was 25, between 25 and 35%.
Now it's 20.
That's what you think.
But this is what the finance minister is saying.
How many people between the ages of 18 and 35 or 40 can go for 100,000 Ghana Cedi's loan with even 20% annually to be able to pay? Can you do it?
No, you see, we must start from somewhere. There was a time these were higher numbers. But I am saying that...
But we've commended the government on those bringing it... See, the picture I am painting to you is that we have sat here and we've acknowledged that the finance minister and this current government have stabilized the cedi. They've made sure, is it the dollar, right?
Yes.
The dollar rather and the cedi whatever. they've stabilized the thing. Everything is smooth. We are okay. The president said it's supposed to end at 12, and since that time it hasn't gone beyond 12. Grateful. Then I'm asking, what next?
So you see, and if you look at it, for you to increase your productivity, you need some form of stability. And you have agreed that, yes, we've attained that stability. And this finance minister is telling you that now even young people can go for loans at very interesting rates, so that we will have more entrepreneurs in the system. They are concentrating on revenue mobilization, where we would not have to depend on international market to borrow. Now, when we used to spend a lot of money servicing debt, now this government is channeling all those monies into schools, roads, and hospitals. You see, you might not, maybe it will take a while for all these roads, hospitals, and schools that this government is building for us to see the benefit. But you would agree with me.
You know that today that it takes a while.
Oh no, but you would agree.
That's why I am
with me that if a government is focused on using its revenue mobilization into schools, road, and hospitals rather than servicing debt.
So why are we not finishing the ones already there?
Which one? You see, that is why I'm saying that the Agenda 111, they made it clear that they will continue those projects, and they are even continuing such projects. You get it? So if you have a gap, so which one would you prefer?
One of the Agenda 111,
which government would you prefer?
No, which
government will you prefer?
Children's Hospital at Wager, it took the residents to demonstrate before government said they were going to
when the contractor is overbilling the government for the equipment,
fix it and you're roping it for the people.
So in fixing it, some people use that to score political points, to tell people to go and protest. But when they know they themselves were part of those who were overbilling equipment to the World Bank.
All I'm saying
equipment that will cost 30,000. People will go to World Bank and tell them it's 60,000. And then you want us to go ahead with this rot?
They should take them to
court. Let's not be hypocritical.
They should take them to court. Who is stopping them? Jail everybody who is stealing Ghana's money. But what I am saying is that mid-year budget reviews, you and I know, as very little, sometimes insignificant. In most cases, they even come to ask for more money from Parliament and the people of Ghana. But we are not feeling the impact. The only impact we are feeling in this government is stabilization of the currency. That is all.
No, but you see, I will disagree with you if you say we are not feeling the impact.
Give me 5 achievements of this current government since they came to power.
See, just by the stability of
you ask any NDC person, what have you achieved? The dollar is now stable, and then they are fumbling. Now maybe because they've jailed Wood to me, they will add it to the achievement.
See, this one you are setting your question and answering them yourself.
Do you feel any impact in your bottom?
Of course, we do agree that the economy is in the pocket. Do you get it? And that is why we have macroeconomic.
I'm talking for you and I.
Yes, and we have.
Why are you not supporting me? What I am saying is that Cause street is this Neko Bisen Obise.
But you are not being intellectually honest. If you speak like this, you are speaking as though microeconomic gains can just happen in a day.
I am not an educated illiterate. I am telling you that economy and economic activities must be felt and seen to be done. Don't come and read English to me. We've passed that stage. Hey, what a solid team. You reading Brofu to me doesn't change the fact that I'm still going to buy Wache 10 CDs and I won't still be full.
There was a time that Wache 10 CDs when you had gone the next day.
Them when out. You are here. Let's talk about you. Can we let sleeping dogs lie? If you have any issue with the past government, deal with them head on. But we voted them out of power because they were not performing to the best satisfaction of any Ghanaian citizen. So when we talk and you still take us back, you are rather taking the country back. Because we should be setting the standard high for this government.
No, you see, the reason why we will take you back is to remind you of the kind of country.
Oh, it was worse, now it's bad, so take it.
No.
That's what you're saying.
No, that's not what we are saying. What we are saying is that the progress of this country is on course. The damage done to this country is being fixed by reducing inflation, by reducing exchange rate, by keeping the exchange rate at a very stable bracket.
Keep
of
going.
course. And also the lending rate at banks. And that we took this government took a country where even indigenous banks were not working. Today, those banks are posting profit.
Oh, by giving them free money.
And I am giving them free money. That is a debt portfolio.
All I'm saying is that if you want us to feel your economic prowess and your competence,
Kingsley, I'm saying that be honest and say and speak truth to the fact that this government has was bequeathed a very junk economy, and they have done so well.
So right now, anything goes.
Have given us a very stable macroeconomy and are leading us into a very good microeconomy.
I'm sorry,
and that is where we would feel it in our pockets, because today
we starved and we've died.
No. The reason why you will feel it in your pocket is because today, since June, you've been taking the transport you have been taking for the same price for a very long time. Am I
the number of people we see at bus stops at 8 a.m. Not any sign of car coming to pick dishonest. Them. You promised us you were bringing buses. The buses came and now they are telling us it's not intra, it's inter-region.
Don't reduce the conversation to this.
How is even the transport sector faring? Look at your citizens. We don't have proper means of transportation. These are things that are everyday lives is being affected by the government, and the ordinary person is suffering.
See, I appreciate your passion. I just wish
don't appreciate my passion.
I just wish
that
this
is the reality of many Ghanaians.
To speak the truth.
You should be telling us how you are going to procure buses that will help people get to work. The productivity you speak about. If you don't get car, how are you going to work? If people go to Circle right now, they are doing type at 10, barrier 10. Who need 10 now? Better Circle. These are the real things. Mid-year budget review. Shame, Tobas is brand. I mean, who said me sorry? I'm not panami kuejuma. No hassle. Hassle free to get to work. Hassle free to come back home. And then I have money because I am working. I have a job that you said you create for me to do. We are heading into the second year that you are going to finish this governance, and you've not even I can't say you've not created any job, but you've not created a job you said you create.
Kingsley, we've heard you.
Take us for a ride. And I stabilize this city. Who be saying this city? What has happened? I stabilize this city. Yes,
okay, can I end the show now?
You can.
Kingsley, I appreciate your show. I say your show.
Thank you very much.
Kingsley, I appreciate your passion, but I know today the business community will appreciate that when they go to the banks to lend, they lend at a lower rate. And I know that today people who used to buy things at a certain amount, and when they go and come back, there's a sharp rise.
Can I have the last word?
Would appreciate that even there is some form of stability in that when it comes to that. Let me have
the last word and say I'm not in any way downplaying what the current finance minister has done.
Okay.
He's done well.
Okay.
Stabilizing the currency and making sure that macro level everything is going smoothly. Kudos. But enye Cedi ni ibedi. Stabilization of the city. People don't have job not to think about the stabilization you are happy about. Do you understand? Oniska so ohun ade o timu kura na oniska o de kotonto no dollar cedi rate o anfa ho. Do the needful by creating jobs. You said 1-3.
That is the ultimate
by this
goal.
time, Kaye company way, they are getting ready to come to work. As we go home, that is the Ghana we want. Where you you can close from here and go and do another job and still earn some income or wages from whatever.
But we thank a government that will take off nuisance tax, close loopholes, and not introduce new taxes. I would prefer a government that will close leakages and not
the president should do reshuffle.
Well, let us know what you make of this media review budget. Let us know in the comment section, and whilst you're doing that, recommend this to a brother, a family member. Until we come your way next time, be a great citizen. We are.